Wait, hold on. Time out. First, let me just say this. You inspired me, and when I got my big, you inspired me as well. When I got the first big check, because after I did the whole YouTube Bloods thing and that took off, the whole YouTube Bloods thing with all the OG members I got, which was and that was right after he left. I met up with Bimmy. Bimmy talked about Supreme. Supreme called Webb from prison. Nitty called them. You got to take that out because Supreme said so. I said, I'm not taking nothing out unless Supreme called me. We all went to the studio. We spoke to Supreme. Bimmy said, look, take this out and I got something for you. He introduced me to Soul Beat and it was a domino effect.
Yeah.
And my views, it jumped up. When I got my first big check, I sent Space Ghost. I said, yo, how much is all the rent you put in? I have the checks. I want to pay you back your money for all the rent you put in. He said, nah, I'm good. I gave him $1,000. I said, hold $1,000.
Right.
I am willing, I sent him $1,000. He said he was gonna send it back because he said he was surprised. I said, I'm willing to give you more. I just want to pay you. I don't know how much you're gonna charge for the editing because he did a lot of editing.
Right.
I don't know. But at least the 2 years that you paid rent with me, calculate it, you have the numbers, I want to give you the money because I had the money to give him.
Right.
And I felt it. And because they were talking about how, they always made it, oh, Mav took Jenna and Space Ghost from you. That was a big thing. And then,
You never had Jenna.
I never had Jenna, no. But she was on my platform. Hold on. But I introduced you to her. Don't get too hype. I did.
I want you to read that.
Egos. Yeah. But that's what they said in the comments. I wanted to pay him, Joe. I'm not that bad. I did. I sent him $1,000. It's a little bit. Could have sent him maybe $5. But I said, listen, go back and tell me all what you paid. I want to give it back to you. I wanted to work it out because he wanted me on the show and I didn't want to come here and smile because I was going to be mad at him. Because when I did it, and I even took a meeting because Mav wanted me to come here. I took a meeting with him and G Money in the studio on Thompson. I said, what? I said, Space, you just left like that. What if my show would have failed? He said, shook his shoulder, then it would have failed then. And I was upset. I remember being upset in the studio and I had to walk like, all right, so cool. I'm about to turn, G Money, everybody looking at me. I just walked out. I didn't like it.
Everybody looking at me.
It was rude.
He did the same thing to me.
It would have just failed. He don't like.
I'm hitting him up. I'm like, yo, bro, am I supposed to guess that you're reading my text or that you're getting these messages? Yo, Space, what's up? Talk to me. He's reading the messages right now. Is there any replies in there?
Nah, it's a lot of blues.
He did it to me too.
I'm like, yo, okay, what do I owe you? What do you think that I owe you? Talk to me. Bro, you're holding up your own situation. What do you want? The right to walk around and say that I owe you something? I had $6,000 in my wallet. I lost the shit walking around with it. That was his bread.
Oh, you niggas is fucking dupes.
No. I need you to know why. My accounts got twisted. There was a whole bunch of shit going on. Somebody got my shit. The accounts was twisted. The only thing I could do was pull out money and pay people.
I understand
to
that.
be on time.
But you can't lose it.
No. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's a sign from God, like, you got this money for this nigga, but he don't want the money. You read the text messages. What is it saying?
Trying to give him his money.
He won't take it, but he'll sit on camera for an hour and 45 minutes and say, yeah, he owes me money. What the fuck is this?
And bring my name up, right?
This is something brand new to me. Like, I never seen it. It's like a planned sabotage.
I think that's another mistake that we make getting into this content space, right? Like, you shouldn't be hitting him to tell him that you have his money. Like, there should be someone on his side that handles that for him.
Right.
His money.
Right.
Who you can hit. That don't have a horse in the race. A manager, business accountant, lawyer, mother.
He doesn't have that.
Listen.
He doesn't want that.
He doesn't want that.
That's what it is. Do you think, and I ask you this question, when I look at it and we try to have conversations, I think that in watching, Ebach told me this, because Ebach did a movie review in the studio with him, and Ebach always told me, Ebach warned me, so you gotta watch Space. I said, for what? I was so comfortable, and that's the problem. You know, some people get you comfortable. I depended on him.
Right.
I knew that he'll be there. I knew that his determination, I can count on him. And I didn't take his feelings into consideration
Right.
I didn't look into it a little bit deeper, but I realized watching him on the podcast and watching him, I feel like, in my opinion, because Space Ghost made no decisions at all, even though he was a partner.
Right.
I just put that title on him. Everything had to go through Flip.
Right.
Maybe people don't like that.
Right.
Maybe my micromanaging skills was a bit much, and I could take that.
Right.
That's a reflection within me, right? When I watch him, though, I feel like he wants to be the forefront. He doesn't want to be anybody to tell him what to do. He wants to make the decision. He wants to come in as a person to make these decisions because us, people like us,
right.
who come from where we come from, it's hard to let go and let somebody else control, even me. It's not until I spoke to him and he came on my podcast, which made me call Bassy and G Money, have a meeting like, okay, I'm ready to let go. I'm ready to because you're afraid. You're afraid they may do something wrong.
Right.
And I was a lot on Space. I was texting them, you got to do this, you got to do that. Probably talk the way my tonality was, extremely aggressive. I'd be having bad days, having to do skits, not getting paid from this on time. I bring it into the workplace. So I know I'm not going to say that it all is him because it's not.
Right.
It's not. I feel like he just wanted to be the man.
Yeah.
He wants you to go to him and make the decision. He wants the people.
Right.
If you watch how he communicates, even if he meets the celebrities and he tries to build a rapport, knowing me, I said, yo, holler at him. I'm not a hater. And that's what I get from it.
But to be the man, I think you have to have a certain level of maturity, especially in communication. Like, there should be no reason why, instead of speaking to me, you're calling my girl and saying, for 100 grand, he could get his equipment back.
Stop it.
Well, he knew it before you. Did you say that? He felt comfortable. They all met on my platform. He knew it before you.
That's true.
So
however,
and
you did no business
sometimes.
with her.
I don't know how you
did
are now.
no business with her. You didn't build. You didn't. What this built into, she was not part of that. You know what I mean? She introduced us, cool, blah 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 blah. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? But she's not part of the business.
True.
So why are you calling my girl and saying, yo, if you give me 100 grand, he could get his shit back? I feel like that's a trap.
Have you changed?
I have changed because, I mean, you know what the first thought is when you hear that. It's like, what?
But you remember how?
Like you're trying to extort me?
You remember your image?
Oh, nah, bro, you bugging.
You remember your image? You know, I watch you. I ain't gonna hide this.
We at a different level now.
I watch you surround somebody. I spoke to you down the block, and I was mad at you for years about this.
Right.
And I watched out of nowhere when Daylight came and he was with me. Mm-hmm. I watched you have a bunch of Brooklyn niggas surround us in the hotel.
Right.
Now I was mad at you because I'm like, you didn't even put me on. You didn't even say, yo, flip, move, flip nothing. Now, if they would have popped on him,
Look, you should have known better.
I had my how?
You should have known
I had my
better.
jewelry on and all that. So now, what if them Brooklyn niggas, hands and all them extra niggas, and shout out D Chambers, I like him. I mean, he knew me. Thank God he knew me. What if they would have jumped me? What if they would have jumped him? I was staying there. You know how Brooklyn niggas are there gonna jump one nigga.
You should have stayed out of that.
How? I was there with him already.
You wasn't there with him in Cali, was you?
I wasn't there with him in Cali, man. But you
All
ain't
right,
tell me to move.
You wasn't there with him in Cali.
I would never do that to you, man.
You wasn't there with him in Cali, right?
I was not there with him in Cali.
All right, so at this moment, I'm seeing red, but I'm still being calm. I'm on my namaste. I'm on my namaste shit.
I was mad at you for years.
I walked up. They surrounded him. I said, you know what? Don't even show me the video. Show them. And I walked away.
Who does that? Your man is there. Who does that to me? You left me there, nigga. You didn't say nothing.
You should have walked with me.
Walk
You
with
should have
you?
walked with me.
Who does that?
You should have walked with me.
I couldn't believe it. I thought I was in the twilight. He said, matter of fact, so he turned around on some movie shit. 6 niggas. Now in my head, I'm like, I can't tuck my chain. I have to keep it here. So, and they said, I can't tuck my chain. When I see hands and they aggressive, I'm like, oh man, come on, man. Like this?
Well, good thing you had that
math?
It's Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.